Hey guys, this is Downphoenix here for Super Shy Guy Gaming. I'm doing my first Nintendo Let's Play, just because, when this whole Nintendo LP thing, I'm like, yeah, Nintendo's monetizing off LPs now? So hey, Nintendo, this one's for you. Go ahead and monetize it, I don't care. But I picked Toad because Toad is the master of the original Super Mario Kart. He's the best overall character. I mean, you could say, oh, so-and-so's better, because they're faster or they have a little bit tighter handling, but Toad's the best overall character. That's why I choose him. So we're doing 50 cc's, of course. If you're not really familiar with Mario Kart, this is ridiculously easy. I'm like really screwing up, and I'm still having pretty good time, with it. I'm still having no difficulty with being in first place, even with all the goof ups I'm doing. But I promise that things will get tougher and will get better as far as the courses, because this course is pretty plain. I mean, it's just like really 4 turns or whatever, 5 turns. It's a very simple course. There's no obstacles or anything like that. The only thing you have to avoid really is those little warp pipes and then any projectiles that they throw at you and all that stuff. Like, bam, I got hit by the little mini mushroom. But it doesn't matter because I'm so far ahead that they're not even going to catch up to me. At least, by the time it matters. Actually, here comes Princess. She's pretty close to me right now, but she has no dice. Bam! See that? And I missed that mushroom. Quite easy indeed. I master these current turns. Super Mario Kart is all about mastering the turns. I mean, you could say that about a lot of racing games, but this game really is probably, in my opinion, the most skill-based Mario Kart game, because it doesn't really have the whole rubber banding thing that later games had, where you somehow get some kind of speed boost if you're behind. I don't know, maybe if it's there, it's barely there, because you can really dominate. Like, if you get a dominant first place lead, you have nothing to worry about in this game. But you can really only do that for the most part in the 50cc races, so you're going to see me dominating most of these races without a doubt. That's a pretty wide turn. In case you don't know, you have to take these turns, like in various degree of ways. You have the L and R buttons, of course, which allows you to do that jump turn, so you can kind of do like a drift turn, so like a wider turn than, the standard turn. But sometimes you have to take the corners in a particular way like that. Now, if I was to review Super Mario Kart in a particular way right now, it's a must-play Super Nintendo game. This is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, Super Nintendo games, just because of how much fun it is. I mean, this is like the first racing game that I've played on a console that I loved. I played some of the earlier racing games. I played like F-Zero, RC Pro-Am and Rad Racer and all that. I mean, they were pretty good, but this one's really the first one that kind of had that racing feel and fun for me. I mean, like, I guess F-Zero was fast, or even faster than this game as far as the racing feel. But yeah, I don't know, I just wasn't really big into F-Zero in comparison to Mario Kart. Mario Kart is my go-to as far as like early racing games. I still enjoy some of the newer ones like Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Wii or whatever. Why did Nintendo mix it up? Like, they always called the Mario Kart games based on the console. Like, it was Super Mario Kart for Super Nintendo, then Mario Kart 64, and then Mario Kart Advance Circuit for the Game Boy Advance. Okay, I guess Double Dash didn't really have anything to do with the GameCube, but it still didn't follow a number, and then you had Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, and then bam, just Mario Kart 7 out of nowhere, like, pfft. Well, yeah, it's the 7th game in the series, but they couldn't have called it Mario Kart 3D or, something like that. Yeah. So the ghost tracks are really, one of the things I really like is how you make the turn when you're drifting. It's just so, like, I don't know, axe-murdering fun. Like, when I hear that sound effect, I'm thinking, like, Michael Myers or, you know, some kind of, like, you know, crazy, you know, horror movie villain. Yeah, I just love that sound effect. As you might notice that I really gun for the coins. The coins are a pretty interesting part of Super Mario Kart. Like, it seems like Nintendo kind of ditched that whole philosophy for later Mario Karts. I'm not really sure why. I never really had a problem with the whole coin collecting thing. I barely missed that freaking fireball. Barely. You know, I really enjoyed the whole coin collecting. I mean, it seems to fit well with the Mario universe, but I guess for whatever reason, Nintendo thought, it's not really a Mario Kart kind of thing. But the coins are important because they boost your top speed and acceleration. And I'm losing coins by constantly running into Koopa there. Doesn't matter, I'm like about a fourth of a track ahead of Princess, so that's a pretty good distance, you know, especially with how short this track is. Yeah. But that's a wrap there, you know. Bam, I just dominated everybody else on that time. I mean, if we were to look at the times, I'm probably at least 4 or 5 seconds ahead of Princess. And there will be some greater leads than that, I assure you, in the future. Yeah, 6 seconds. 6 seconds I was ahead of her on. Like I said, Mushroom Cup 50cc, it's really easy to get used to. So it's all up to me and my witty commentary to entertain you guys. Hopefully it doesn't fail too bad, right? But anyways, enough of breaking the fourth wall here. This is the Bowser Castle. The Bowser Castle races are usually some of the more risky ones. It's not so bad in the case of the, you know, the Mushroom Cup, of course. Because really the only way you're going to fall into the lava is in the event that you actually use a mushroom or a feather. If you get one of those power-ups, you definitely don't want to use those around a jump, because it is possible you might steer out of control. You know, it's best to do them along the straightaways, like this. Or, you know, run into the wall. That works too, right? Doesn't really matter particularly so much, but, you know, because I got a pretty good lead on this right now. But, you know, it's kind of interesting about Super Mario Kart is that the AI racers that you're racing against, they have certain challenge levels with the tracks. Like, you'll notice later on, whenever we get to the Flower Cup, the very first race, the AI kind of sucks at that particular course. Like, they're, for some reason, a little slower than normal on certain courses like the chocolate course. Now, on the other hand, the ice course, the AI is pretty challenging because the roads are slick, but they seem to manage those pretty well. So we'll get to that in a little while, guys. You know, we're just on Mushroom Cup right now. That's still a ways away. Mushroom Cup is the most simple one. Obviously, you got like 2 standard racing courses. You have the grass course. You have the Ghost House, and you have the Bowser Castle. Every one of them has a Bowser Castle, so you can't forget about that. So yeah, this is definitely the easiest of the Bowser Castle races. Like I said, it's pretty easy to navigate. It's basically like the first track, except the turns are tighter, and you have the small chance of falling into the lava if you're not careful. That's it, you know, it's not much risk there. But, you know, I really dominated the score there. 18 seconds. That's because the AI really struggles with the Bowser Castle races for whatever reason. You know, I guess because they know that there's a risk of falling into the lava, they try to take the turns a little bit slower. I don't have to do that because I'm familiar with Mario Kart. But yeah, here's another Mario Circuit race. This is pretty much the standard style of racetrack. You know, you got the standard roads with the sand banks that you can drive into, which really screw up how fast you're going. Bam! For like the first time I think I've ever been passed by anybody in this whole LP. But it doesn't really matter because I'm still doing pretty well here. Princess is, you know, staying close on these. These are the kinds of races that the AIs are the best at, honestly. So you have to be on your A game as far as your driving skill on these. But these kinds of courses don't really have a whole lot of obstacles in comparison to some of the other courses. So it's just about, you know, trying to grab the coins and, you know, taking the turns well in these particular courses. And not hitting those bananas. That's important too. And I'm pretty sure that's my fault. I placed a banana. So, it's all good though. I was able to easily pass them again. Like I said, in 50 cc's, it's really not that hard to get past the CPU. I guess the game really just limits their max speed in some cases. But as you see, you know what I mean with the whole rubber banding thing. Like, look at Koopa Troopa back there. He's way back there. You know, he's putting along. You don't have the rubber banding thing in this original game. I think that's the reason why I like this one so much. Is because it's just about racing. It's about you being better at the game. And I'm gonna dominate Koopa Troopa right there, man. That is just awesome. I love how far I flew, you know, I mean, that is definitely a pro tip for anyone that is gonna play this game. Definitely mushroom when you get to one of those speed burst things or whatever. But yeah, that was the 50cc Mushroom Cup. Of course, Toad is the champion of this because he won every race. He dominated every race. Now, I did throw you guys in for a little bit of thrill there on the last lap of that last course, but hey, that's what challenge is all about. So you gotta have that in there. So with that, guys, Downphoenix out, and keep watching Super Shy Guy Gaming.